It feels so weird having the camera on again. I'm back, y'all. I'm back. And it feels good to be back. Obviously, things look different. The channel name is different. A lot of things are different. We can talk about that later, because right now, Vince Staples has decided to drop an album out of nowhere. I mean, not really out of nowhere. There was a single release and there was kind of a rollout, but you know what I'm saying. Now, I gotta say, when I saw how short this album was, I couldn't be any happier. 10 tracks from Vince Staples. For those of you who don't know, I'm a huge fan of Vince Staples. I've enjoyed every project he's released up to this point. And I was one of those group of people who really enjoyed Big Fish Theory. A lot of people didn't like it for some reason. I thought it was great. And FM with him and Kenny Beats, fantastic project. So going into this, I don't have many expectations. I didn't listen to any of the singles that were released prior to its actual drop, but I already know it's going to be fire. Let's get into it. I figure there's probably some social commentary on here, because Law of Averages just sounds like some social commentary shit without me even listening to the song. So let's get into the first track. It's called Are You With That? ? You know, you really don't have to say the question. Right? I know. I was just being extra. Saying. I was being really extra. I'm gonna be honest.
Shoot a couple niggas in the head, still outside. I don't hide from this shit for life. Had to fight. Are you with that? I won't get back. I'm gonna hop out and crack. Are you with that? I want big racks. I'm gonna flock. I'm gonna stack.
This is the last thing I expected from Vince Staples. I'll be honest. This is definitely a lot more mainstream than he's been in the past with his delivery, not necessarily instrumentally, because the song Big Fish did come out, and he's done commercial songs before, but this one, like, his delivery melodically, I didn't think Vince Staples could pull off a flow like this necessarily. But yeah, it sounds really good. It sounds really fucking fantastic. I don't remember if on FM he did something similar. I don't quite remember. I know that a lot of those instrumentals were also kind of like very Kenny beats, so they were a little bit more on the mainstream side of things. But this seems like a step forward in regards to like his melodic capability. So I'm liking it so far. Let's keep it going. And this instrumental's crazy.
Visit my cribs that lay under the ground, running around. We was them kids that played. Some of them outside still, some of them inside graves. I'm a real beach boy.
Some of them outside still, some of them inside graves. Ugh.
On me, mama told me about you snakes. Keep my shit off safety. You know you can't never be too safe.
So that was the intro track. Are You With That? A really nice opener. I think it has this drastic contrast between the vibe the instrumental was trying to portray and what the message actually is of the song, which is a lot darker of a message than you would expect over an instrumental like this. But it definitely does open up that door of, yes, this is like an easy track to listen to, but don't forget that I'll never forget all those things that happened in my past. It's almost like the message is, yes, we're moving forward, we're progressing, like I'm doing better now, but I can never get those memories out of my mind of like all my old homies who are no longer here with me, or even some of the things that he's seen. Having that paranoia, like he said, I always keep my gun off safety. You can never be too safe. It's like, even though he's in this better place, he still feels like he needs to be on guard. Let's go on to the next track. It's called Law of Averages.
Good bitch, I don't trust no bitch with my government. Fuck a friend. I don't want no friends with no open hand baggage. I will never give my money to a bad bitch. He cash his clay, but them Hurricane Carter, you know I'm gonna catch a case. But Carter would I call my 38?
Yeah, that's hard. I just watched that movie the other day. Yeah, so Hurricane Carter was a boxer, similar to Cassius Clay, of course. He was a very successful boxer, but then he got put away for a wrongful murder that he never did. And he ended up getting released 20 years later. And you could actually watch a movie that is based on that story. It stars Denzel Washington as the main character. I almost said Denzel Curry for some reason. But yeah, that's a great movie. So I like that line where he says they want to squabble like I'm Cassius Clay, but just like Hurricane Carter, I might catch a case. So it's like acknowledging that anybody, like if he ever gets into an altercation with somebody, he knows that, you know, he's going to jail. They're pressing charges, and there will be consequences for sure.
I don't trust no bitch with my government.
So that was Law of Averages. I really like that track as well. Once again, very similar to the first The first track has this instrumental, but it's a little bit more somber than the first one was, with this sample that's kind of drowned out with these vocals that kind of go over the whole track. And yeah, I mean, I really enjoy the low-key vibe that I'm getting from this album so far. Now let's just go into the next one. It's called Sundown Town. These samples are crazy, by the way. Just really clean, simple, to the point. Watch me gonna pull a say. Watch me gonna pull up. Watch me gonna pull a say. I'm at the top of that.
Down at night, show the day. I'm finna go get paid. Down the violent tight, so don't play. That you want your grave. Yeah.
Ooh. I will. You just need a little Ty Dolla Sign in here.
I know that the blood gon' spill again. Hanging on them counters, same as hanging from a ceiling fan. When I see my fan.
Hanging on them corners is like hanging from a ceiling fan. Damn. So that was Sundown Town. I'm starting to get the theme of this project. It's very much so just listen to some chill shit, but know that I'm saying something. Know that I'm saying something. It's very similar to, at one point he'll make an album like Big Fish Theory with all of these random sounds and man, like the production on that thing was so all over the place and schizophrenic. But then you get on this project and everything's just super chill. But the subject matter hasn't really changed. He's still talking about the things he experienced when he grew up and how it affects him in his current day. He's still talking about some of his lows that he's been going through. But it's just so smooth to where you almost forget that this nigga is talking some real shit. Genius. The next song is The Shining.
Don't get murdered. Little niggas out here with no purpose, loaded lurking. Rather get flipped and go flip burgers, cayenne swerving.
Rather get flipped and go flip burgers.
I put this on my verse. I know my mama proud. These haters want it down me.
Look, I don't think you guys understand how smooth this flow is. How smooth this nigga is riding this beat. Pause. Just like the bounce of the 808, the do, but the way he, man, it's in my that's so hard. Did I even do it right? I don't know.
Yeah, it's not what you thought. We dying broke or live with broken hearts.
Oh, we dying broke or live in broken hearts. Yeah, I'm starting to realize that it's either you choose to be in that environment and allow it to take over your life, like take your life basically, or you move out of that situation, but you've already been in it so long that it still affects you regardless. That shit crazy, bro. I gotta say the ad-libs on here are perfect. Everything about his flow, everything about the sequencing of the beat, you know, just having that simplicity of just the slight change of the hook, the sample for the hook, and Vince Staples' approach to his vocal inflection, how soft he's speaking, the ad-libs, like everything is so perfect for this track. And so far this album is just very consistent with the atmosphere and also the subject matter. I'm really enjoying myself right now. I don't think it's, if it continues this way, I don't think it'll be my favorite Vince Staples project, but this is definitely probably the one that has a lot of replay value in my personal opinion. But let's keep it going. All right, so the next track is going to be Taking Trips.
Tripping, 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 tripping. Miss my brothers, die for colors, Quidditch, catching snitches, doing vicious.
Oh my God. Quidditch, catching snitches? Whoa. That's such a random Harry Potter reference. What the hell?
Cause like Anita, she in love, but it's leisure. Real around the corner bleeder. Bounce out on them on artesian. Now we got amnesia. Tight the summer suck. Can't even hit the beach without my heat. It's in my trunks.
I love this instrumental. So that was Taking Trips, y'all. I mean, that's probably my favorite so far. The vibe of it, like the instrumental, fantastic. That 808 is crazy. And not only that, just the sample in the background. I don't think that's a sample, but The sample in the background with that guitar, it almost sounds like a sitar, and it's just kind of flowing throughout the whole entire track. And once again, Vince Staples' flow is so nice. This being a Vince Staples album, I was expecting the instrumentals to be a lot crazier, but the approach so far, I mean, it's such an accessible sound, but he's found a way to still have him sound like Vince Staples still. Like, have Vince Staples' identity still be in this album, even with the instrumental changes being so drastically different from Big Fish Theory or FM. So I gotta give him props for that. Let's go on to the next one. It's called The Apple in the Tree.
To the point where I'm trying to make it where I came from. You know what I mean? I was thinking the choir was gun in my purse, so don't go there with me.
The next track is Take Me Home.
For the car, swallowing my pride like them pills y'all be off. I hate when you high, but you hate feeling lost.
Take me home like I clicked my shoes.
When I hit the set, it's loaded. I don't know who envied me. I'm the only one who made it out. You remember me?
Take me home like I clicked my shoes.
My shoes.
I'm up, the prices got high. They say it 2 cents, I'm fine.
So fine.
I got no.
She's a beautiful singer. Oh my goodness. Her vocals are fucking beautiful. So that was Take Me Home. That's my favorite. 100% that's my favorite. I love that shit. Her vocals, how do you say her name? Foushee? I don't know. Beautiful vocals. Great vocals. Loved it. Every second of it. Vince Staples did his thing as well. Very consistent flow. Once again, very consistent subject matter. I say this after every track. Let's go into the next one. It's called Lil Fade.
Lil Fade, tripping, get your whip spray. Chopper when my bitch stay.
Hey.
Shoot shit, pocket full of blue strips. So with it, tell me if it's up.
Bitch.
Can't come with it, then I can't fuck with it. So with it, tell me if it's up.
Bitch. Northside Long Beach.
Can't be fucked.
Northside Long Beach. I like how there's a percussion instead of a hi-hat in this one.
So with it, tell me if it's up. Bitch.
Woo. That was Lil Fade. Real easy track to listen to. I like that one as well. Let's go on to the next one. It's called Lakewood Mall. Looks like it's an interlude.
Later on that night, nigga get pulled over. Police thoroughly searched the car. On God, nigga would've got cracked if I would've kept it. And they never even knew I got rid of the gun. I never told them, so the whole time they searching, everybody in the car is scared. I forgot to tell them, like, nigga, Ben gave that shit away.
And the last track is called I like the song already.
Come get a body, 30 deep on Poppy. Police won't stop me, that's on Johnny, come and find me. Yeah, it's been a minute since I've been up in the trenches. Soft and cherry, you get scary by that church's chicken. This cuz, you know what it is, cuz. Dog.
That's so hard, bro. That's so hard.
Full of vouchers, so you know I watch my back. Couldn't give it up. Guess I got attached. Deal with all of that. Snitching niggas even got the water tap. Damn shit, cuz
niggas even. I just realized what he said. Snitching niggas even got the water tapped. Tap water. Tapped as in you get it. You get it. All right, y'all. That was the self-titled album, Vince Staples. Great album. Only 22 minutes. A lot of replay value with that one. I enjoyed every song on here. Some more than others. And that might have just been because some of the melodics might have been better on the track. Maybe the beat was just a little bit more energetic. But regardless, man, I love it. I love that Vince Staples keeps reinventing himself from project to project, just giving us different elements of what he's good at. I feel like he really stepped up his flow game and his melodic capability on this project. Not like his flows weren't tight on the previous albums. They were already pretty fire, but I feel like on this project, when an artist like Vince Staples steps away from the production that he's usually on, he usually has to use completely different flows that wouldn't work on those other projects. But anyways, it sounded great. I don't really have any type of deep, in-depth critique of the project. It was pretty straightforward. I mean, he said exactly what he wanted to say on every song, didn't mask it in this overarching thematic fucking thing where you have to go between tracks and read between the lines to understand what he's really saying. No. It was pretty straightforward, and I like albums like that. I'm actually really enjoying straightforward albums at this point. Tyler, the Creator's Call Me If You Get Lost is pretty straightforward as well. I think this year is a good year for music, man. Everybody's dropping very solid projects that are just really enjoyable to listen to. So this is definitely going in the rotation. If I had to give it a rating, it would probably be, this is going to be on repeat out of 10. I'm not giving number scores anymore because it's just irrelevant. Who gives a shit what I give a fucking album? Nobody cares. Nobody cares if I gave it. I loved it. I enjoyed it. So repeat out of 10. That's my score. So guys, let me know if you guys like the new setup. Obviously this isn't the final version of it. I just really wanted to get this video out. I have a fucking board now. I have a whiteboard that I'm going to be using for comedic purposes. Then also I'm thinking about adding some stuff in the some things in the background. I know you see a little junk in the left corner over here. It won't look like that. Thinking about adding some RGB lights in here somewhere, just making it feel a little bit more homey. But besides that, guys, that's all I really got to say. Like I always say, enjoy the music while you can. Thanks for watching, and peace. Oh, one more thing. Yes, the channel name did change to Opinion Based because I felt like this name fit more so what I want the channel to be. It fit the vision. The old name that I had under this channel was actually my music making alias because I am working on an album. And I used to make music way back in the day, and I always have, but I never released any of it. But this year, I plan on releasing something, or the beginning of next year. As you see, this piano is not just here for show. I'm actually working on a project right now. So you guys will hear more about that later. But yeah, that's all I really have to say. Okay, bye.